Hi, this is Jay from Paulpolito.com. Welcome to the second installment of our screencast series about Linux system architecture. 101.1, Determining and Configuring Hardware Settings, Part 2. In this screencast, we will cover the following topics: I/O addresses, interrupts and DMA, and later on we will also discuss the /proc directory. I/O addresses. I/O addresses, or I/O ports, are unique locations in memory that are reserved for intercommunication between specific hardware and the CPU. They shouldn't, under normal circumstances, be shared, since they commonly associate with specific devices. I/O ports are in hexadecimal format, and they always begin with 0x. For example, 0x3F8 is the notation for a serial device. In the /proc directory, you can find information about current I/O ports in use. The command cat/proc/IO ports shows all I/O ports currently in use. Interrupts. An interrupt request, also known as IRQ, is a signal sent to the CPU instructing it to suspend its current activity in order to handle other external events, such as keyboard input. The 16 available IRQs are numbered from 0 to 15. Because there are so few IRQs available, and also to avoid IRQ conflicts, shared interrupts were developed. With shared interrupts, one IRQ is used by two controllers. Some IRQs are allocated by the hardware itself. Here's a list of a common IRQ allocation. You can find information about all IRQs currently in use from within the /proc directory with the command cat/proc/interrupts. DMA. Direct memory addressing, or DMA, is an alternative to the I/O port method of communication that allows a device to transfer data directly without involving the CPU. This improves system performance as the strain on the CPU or I/O ports is lowered. You will find information about all the DMA channels currently in use from within the /proc directory by using the command cat/proc/DMA. The /proc directory. The /proc directory is actually a virtual file system. It provides a direct interface to the kernel, as well as information about the kernel in real time. You can change some kernel settings directly through files in the /proc directories. As you already might have noticed before, the /proc directory provides useful information about installed hardware. Here are some other relevant files in the /proc directory. /proc/IOMem. Here you see all assigned I/O memory. /proc/CPU info. Detailed information about all detected CPUs. Each core of a multi-core CPU is seen as a separate CPU. /proc/devices. In this list, you find all character and block-orientated devices which are supported by the kernel. /proc/partitions. A list of all known partitions with block size. /proc/PCI. Here you will find information about all PCI devices connected to your system. Please note, in many modern Linux distributions, you will find the hierarchy /sys/bus/PCI instead of /proc/PCI. Summary. I/O addresses, or I/O ports, are unique locations in the memory that are reserved for intercommunication between specific hardware and the CPU. An interrupt request, also known as IRQ, is a signal sent to the CPU instructing it to suspend its current activity in order to handle other external events, such as keyboard input. Direct memory addressing, DMA, is an alternative to the I/O port method of communication, which allows the device to transfer data directly without involvement from the CPU. The /proc directory is a virtual file system which provides a direct interface to the kernel, as well as information about the kernel in real time. Study points. Search the internet for further examples and tables regarding I/O hardware allocation. Some examples: 0x220 is allocated by the sound card, and 0x3F8 is allocated for the first serial device. Memorize the IRQ list shown in this screencast. The LPI exam may ask you for IRQs allocated by specific hardware. Get familiar with the concept of DMA. The following page may help you. If you are preparing for the LPI certification, you should know that LPI expects solid knowledge of the /proc directory and will ask for specific file names. Learn them well so that you won't give a file name that is close but not correct on the exam. This is Jay from paulpolito.com. Thanks for watching our Paul Polito screencast series on Linux system architecture.